Okay, Kara. Um, I am making this video pretty much because you're an all-star. Uh, Last week I was riding down the road with Rusty, and I was talking on the phone with you, and when I got finished, I turned and I looked at him and I said, "You know, my wife is such a freaking all-star." And he said, "Really? Why is that?" And I just started to think of all the things that you do for our family. You manage the books for 2 businesses. You handle the service for one of them. You manage all the books and the registrations and greeting of people and fielding of questions and arranging of events and entries and meets and information on the website for our swim club. You haul kids to sign language lessons, to meet their teacher, to track, to swimming, to sewing, to all these different things. And then just the fun things that they are doing with their friends and playtime. And you're the one who's everybody else's alarm clock. You have to be up first because you wake everybody up when they need to be up that day to get them where they need to be. You have breakfast things laid out for everybody by the time they get up. Half the time, if I wake up and I forgot to make a lunch the night before, when I walk into the kitchen, it's already there, or it's in my bag when I pick it up. You take care of everybody's laundry. You clean everybody's messes. You cook everybody's meals. You serve at the church. You spend your whole life serving everyone else. And there's nothing that I could do. I couldn't buy a gift that would repay you for what you do for everyone else around you. And just completely with a heart of God, that I couldn't think of anyone else better qualified to be an example and a role model for my 2 daughters. Can't tell you how honored I am, and they one day will be, to have you as their mother. So I was telling Rusty this the other day, and he agreed that, yeah, you are a freaking all-star. And then Friday, we were on our way out of town, and I get a phone call from my mom thanking me for the chocolate-covered strawberries that I had sent her. How sweet I was to think of that and to arrange that, and what a wonderful gift, and thank you so much. And I looked to my left, and you were driving, and just started giggling, and got a joy out of watching my surprise of knowing that I somehow surprised my mother, and got to take all the credit for being such a wonderful, thoughtful son, because you arranged the Mother's Day gift for my mom without me even knowing. And the joy that you got out of that. And then I thought, I haven't gotten her anything. I haven't thought of what I'm going to do on Mother's Day. And I know we talked about, as a Mother's Day gift, you and Haley were going to take a trip to visit one of your friends in a couple of weeks. But here you had thought about how to surprise and what to get my mother for her to have on Mother's Day, and you wouldn't have anything to open on Mother's Day. I hadn't thought about having flowers delivered or anything like that. So we went out of town. We get back late Saturday night, and I thought, she needs something. I need at least to get her a card. So I went to Walmart across the road, and there were about 10 guys in line at the one register that was open, and they all were holding the little plastic wrapped small bouquet of flowers and a card, and all there for the same reason. And so I just hung my head and walked back to the cards, stood there and looked at all the Mother's Day cards, and they were for a mother, for a friend, for a sister, for grandma, and then for wife. And every rack of the wife cards was empty. So I thought, I know, it's raining today. It's cooler than it normally should be this time of year. Kara doesn't need a rainy, gloomy, cold, drizzly Mother's Day. We'll brighten it up and make it feel like her favorite thing in winter, which is a peppermint mocha. So I went to Starbucks and ordered my wife a peppermint mocha, and when I paid, the girl at the window said, "Tell your wife Happy Mother's Day." And I thought, what? So I said, "How'd you know?" And she said, "You're about the 6th guy who's already come in this morning and ordered something that guys don't normally order." And I said, "Wow, it's that obvious." And you need something more than the obvious and last minute. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give you that. But I want you to know that you are appreciated and loved. And I had to tell you that because you're a freaking all-star.